Welcome to yesterday's news. Let's do a little recap of the past couple days. So first of all, this Israeli Supreme Court has ruled that Israel is withholding food from Palestinian prisoners, which is a war crime. Again, this is the Israeli Supreme Court has ruled this. We are also facing the possibility of war as Russia has encroached now on Poland, sending 19 drones into Polish airspace. Polish leaders are saying that we are closer to war now between the two countries than we have been since World War II. Trump threw a fit in a restaurant and had protesters thrown out because after occupying D.C. for weeks, he thought he would go out and be everybody's favorite. And again, they're trying to suppress the Epstein files as well as the Epstein very provocative, clearly drawing of a minor girl birthday card he sent, but he's calling it a dead issue that he didn't sign. 3 more rural hospitals in Virginia are set to close. Rural hospitals all across the nation are facing this, but Virginia in particular is set to lose $29 billion in Medicaid funding that its hospitals need because of the big ugly bill. And this is following hospital closures in Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, and other rural states as well. The Department of Homeland Security on their official account told people to remember who you are, Americans, and to report immigrants as foreign invaders. The quote that they used was report foreign invaders, which means your Latin construction worker neighbor. And this is following after the Supreme Court said it is totally okay for law enforcement and ICE to detain someone because they look Latino or speak Spanish. Trump has launched a major op in Chicago called the Midway Blitz, where we can expect to see a surge of ICE agents, federal authorities, deportations, and possibly the threats of the National Guard, akin to what was done in Washington, D.C. The National Parks employees have been saying that not only have they been forced to police, remove, or take down any references to slavery in the national parks as well as museums, but also the word pollution, because apparently slavery and pollution are disparaging to the United States. And if you recall the raid in the Hyundai factory, Hyundai and LG, where 400 legal South Korean workers were marched out in handcuffs. Every single one of those 400 people has a legal work visa. We learned a little bit more. This tip was called in by an aspiring MAGA Republican who's running for office in Georgia named Tory Branham, who called ICE and said that the factory had illegal workers in there. Now, this is a very big problem because this factory is an investment from South Korea totaling $4.6 billion investing in the United States that would provide almost 10,000 American jobs. And they are now considering pulling the plug entirely, and I can't say that I blame them. Farmers in the U.S. are facing complete and catastrophic bankruptcy, and on the wake of the harvest is here. 30% of soybeans have nowhere to go because they are typically purchased by China, and thanks to the tariff war, they are not being sold. In other news, the D.C. occupation may end this week, so that's cool.